Good evening, my friends. This is Yusuf and you are watching my news channel. Today I will be covering the ongoing solar wind stream flowing from this equatorial coronal hole. Looking at the solar wind, we can see the BZ component switching from positive to negative, and this indicates solar wind with different directions. And in fact, we are in a co-rotating interaction region. Looking at the speed, we see more or less 600 kilometers a second. Density is pretty moderate to low. This isn't the densest solar wind stream, but it does have a decent amount of speed. KP index stays at KP4, and this is not enough to produce a G1 storm. This could always change in a couple of hours. Because we are still inside that solar wind stream. But I don't think it will reach KP5. I think it will stay around KP4. Just not enough to spark a G1 storm. Looking at the speed, we see indeed in the simulation that it hovers around 600 kilometers a second, more or less. Density is low, as you can see. Dark blue means denser, and we see a lot of white. This indicates that this is indeed a low density solar wind stream. There is, however, solar wind pressure on the bow shock, and this is caused mainly by the speed, not per se the density of the solar wind stream. The ground-induced currents are moderate to low, and they are mostly concentrated at the east coast, as you can see. There is an ongoing CME on the 20th today, and this is visible. This is best visible when you watch the C3 from SOHO. The C3 coronagraph clearly shows there is a small CME popping off the sun. Whether this is Earth directed or not, there's not enough data at the moment to say so. So, looking at the other metrics, we can see that the magnetopause standoff distance reaches almost geosynchronous orbit. And this should not happen, because this is not a major event. In fact, we didn't even reach a G1 storm. So what's causing this other than a weakened magnetic field? Same thing concerning other abnormalities, for example, the closed field lines. As you can see that sometimes entangle themselves in the magnetotail. Other abnormalities are again in the closed field lines, and when we look at their shape, we can clearly see that our magnetic field becomes in difficulty whenever there is solar wind, and it is extreme. It happens on both poles, so these abnormalities are interconnected, and I don't think this is a good thing, to be honest. Looking at the last simulation, this is again the magnetopause position, and we see it is too close to geosynchronous orbit. However, this time the bow shock stays in good shape. It is not deformed, and aside from being too close to geosynchronous orbit, there isn't anything noticeable except the increase in energy on the backside of our planet, but this is, I think, caused due to the fact that the solar wind changes direction. So probably this saturates the magnetotail. Human resonance. There isn't much going on. The activity is low. Aside from this is actually strange. This is symmetrical lines that cover all frequencies. This could be man-made, but I'm not sure. There is a sunspot on our sun. It is not complex. It has only an alpha denomination, and this will probably produce B flares at best. But it is important to notice that we are in a special planetary alignment configuration, and this could add complexity or make this sunspot grow bigger as it crosses the limb of the sun and faces our planet. But we'll have to see in the coming days. Personally, I don't think that this one poses a problem, but there might be other ones, new ones emerging on the sun. Who knows? Because of those planetary alignments. Earthquakes. Let's look at the earthquake map. There isn't much going on at the moment of speaking, but remember, we are still in that solar wind stream and things could change in a matter of hours or even in the coming days. This is it, people. If you liked the video, press the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And before I end this video, I will cite one of the daily quotes. And this time, it reads something like this: if you're going through hell, keep going. This is a famous quote, and it basically means never give up, no matter the hardship. Keep pushing, and eventually you will see the end of the tunnel. This is it, people. Wishing you a good evening and a wonderful weekend, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.